Hello again. Thanks for joining me. I've got another little word if for you. We're still in Corinthians. I'm up to 1 Corinthians 9 verse 12. I'll read it. If others are partakers of this power over you, are not we rather? Nevertheless, we have not used this power, but suffer all things, lest we should hinder the gospel of Christ. Paul's talking in context about his authority. He has power over the Corinthians to demand that they support him financially if he's feeding them spiritually. But he's declining to use it, he says, because he doesn't want to hinder the gospel for the gospel's sake. Let me read you the context leading up to this verse. Verse 9, for it is written in the law of Moses, you shall not muzzle the mouth of the ox that treads out the corn. Doth God care for oxen? Or said it altogether for our sakes? For our sakes, no doubt, this is written, that he that ploughs should plough in hope, and he that threshes in hope should be partaker of his hope. If we have sown unto you spiritual things, is it a great thing if we shall reap your carnal things? If others are partakers of this power over you, are not we rather? Nevertheless, we have not used this power, but suffer all things, and here's the key, lest we should hinder the gospel of Christ. Don't you know that they which minister about holy things live off the things of the temple, and they which wait at the altar are partakers with the altar? So there's the motive, to not hinder the gospel. You know, many preachers use the ministry to make themselves rich, and this becomes an affront to those who are genuine. I'm affronted by it. I'm dismayed and perplexed and angry about the ministers who make themselves rich on the gospel. They're false prophets. And I know many people who won't listen to the gospel because they've been put off by these greedy charlatans. And there's plenty on Christian TV. You know, a full-time minister shouldn't have to support himself financially as many do. I don't believe tithing's taught in the New Testament. I can't find any scriptures. Paul, Jesus, James, Peter, John, they don't mention tithing, so there's no mandatory condition for tithing in the New Testament. However, say there's a group of 10 people in a house, never mind a big church, if 10 people would tithe, give 10% of their income to the one who's feeding them spiritually, then they would have 90% of their income, and the minister who fed them spiritually, would have the same wages they were. And this would work whether a rich or poor congregation. You know, God loves a cheerful giver, but without this principle of tithing, it should work anyway. It doesn't, because people are covetous and won't deny themselves, take up their cross and follow Jesus, as the Sermon on the Mount says. Well, the bottom line is verse 14. Let me finish with this. The Lord ordained that they which preach the gospel should live off the gospel. It's very plain. I'm going now. I'm a busy man. I'm sure you've got lots to do. So see you in the plan.